it's Guido, and I am coming at you today with the undisputed closeout king of World of Tanks, and that is the FV 4005, the ship barn. Maybe the other one is the same, the one that's got the rear turret, the other FV, but I think the ship barn is kind of the most well-known, just based on its iconic design right there. Just a massive lightly skinned turret with an actual, more or less, naval gun. There's a lot of talk about tanks with naval guns. This one is actually carrying one, to be honest. 183, I believe, millimeters. And Pirani, he's doing this caveman style. If you will notice, he does... Get out of here, you dumb bug. He doesn't need food or a fire extinguisher. Nope. Position number 6 in the consumables spot is empty. He does not care. You know why he doesn't care? He doesn't care because he has 6 rounds of armor piercing with an average damage of 1,150. He has 6 rounds of Hesh, 7 rounds of Hesh if I could count and or read, 1,750, and 7 rounds of HE, 1,750. The thing about this tank is you just don't want to get hit by it, especially if it can get to one of your weak spots. You really, really do not want to trade with an FV, and if you have an opportunity to get rid of it, my suggestion is you get rid of it very quickly. So we got a Progetto. He is middle tier, sorry, top tier, because this is actually a tier 10. Top tier TD. You know, TDs, they come in several flavors in this game. They've got the glass cannons, which is, this is absolutely a glass cannon. You've got the heavily armored assault TDs, and then kind of the snipers. Some of them are a little bit in between. This thing happens to have a turret, which is very helpful, but it doesn't have much mobility. It doesn't have much in the way of armor at all. I don't know what the K2's doing. He's just decided to push everybody. Matt Plane does not care. He says, I am a K2. I have IS-4 armor at tier 8. I am indestructible. Enemy team brought their IS-7. The enemy team brought their IS-2-2. Enemy team's got their BZ-176. There's a 110E4 down there. And we got a little bit of trading going on. Both teams have lost a couple of their smaller tanks. And both ELC even 90s died more or less immediately. We took a little chunk off of the IS-7. Long reload, guys. That's what you get. When you get the closeout king, you're going to wait a long time to do 1,000 damage, or at least have the potential to do 1,000 damage. Got to be careful trading with this thing. If you come out and get tracked... Oh, look out, fella. Oh, armor not hits. That is a bummer, and the VK4502 Alpha dodged a big one because just a couple millimeters to the right, because I believe probably what happened is we got into the track there. More than likely, we one-shot a VK4502. Down goes the K2. His armor did not hold up like he wanted to. E75's thinking about it. Oh, we snap one off on the E75 for 640 damage, but he trades us 593. That's about as good a result in trade wars with the FV that you can get, other than he potentially misses you. E75's thinking about it. Now we got a WZ-111 here, which is one of the assault type TDs. And this poor E75 was thinking he was hold down, but he's very tall. The 4005 is very tall. We hit the weak spot of the hatch, and 1,510 hit points later, the E75 player goes back to garage. But Pirani's team is losing. They're going to need this 4005 to close out a few more tanks along the way. We got a WZ, a Progetto. To be honest, Pirani's team is not in horrible shape in terms of map control, although the north is looking kind of ugly. The Char Footer and those guys figure out what's going on in the north and push around behind them, they could run into some serious problems. IS-7 might even be thinking like, hey, we got this, man. I'm an IS-7. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nice and spicy. I'm an IS-7. I'm just going to go back to garage. Okay, guys, I'm done here. I'll just see you guys later. Good luck with the rest of your game. I had 1,705 hit points to give, and I gave them all. Closeout King. Bit of a, I don't know if you would call it a snapshot, but a poke and shoot. Gotta like how Prani's being careful though. And I think we just plain old missed that shot. Looking for his shots. Aiming at weak spots, that is something you want to do with the 4005. I think a lot of people get tempted in just blapping at whatever they can see. You are going to increase your success with this thing greatly if you can get to weak spots. Down goes the WZ, crushed by the IS-22. But you do have to wait, fellas. You got to wait. You got to be patient. Get yourself reloaded. Be careful with the aiming, kind of like Prani's doing right here. He's just looking for a shot on somebody. Maybe I can just do that, like that right there. IS-22. What armor? Don't know. 367, and we've dropped the IS-22. We've closed out 3 tanks in the brawl, and look at, we've come back. Got rid of the tier 10, got rid of one of their tier 9s. Huge damage shots, 1,500 and 1,700 on those two. A couple near deads, negated their armor with the massive damage on this thing. Firing Hesh and all that good stuff. Now it looks like Prani's looking for a way through. I like how he's just not YOLOing forward, right? He doesn't have a lot of hit points to give, fellas. There's still some heavy hitters here. Honestly, the JT, the Scorpion almost has enough to kill him. Not quite, but almost. Certainly the Jagdpanzer can drop him. The JT can probably do it with a decent enough roll. Man, it's going to be a high roll off the JT, but could do it. He got lit, so somebody saw... Oh no! Scorpion takes a chunk off him, and now he's definitely a single shot to everybody. I think I'd have tucked up a little more, and we were sort of tempting that Scorpion. But again, he doesn't want to just run in the middle of everybody. You don't turn very fast. Your turret's very slow. It's got a turret, but it's very slow. Prani's looking to come in here and close some things out. But the JPZ's got a lot of hit points, fellas. It's not like you can't one-shot a JPZ. I don't think even with a high roll you can take all... Maybe you can go do 2,200. The JPZ just pushes in here. I thought he was going to go for that shot. Didn't quite. Didn't take the second bait. And then this dude does what? 1,128. Oh, man. I probably figured he had the hit points to give. And he gave them. He gave them. This is not a one deal, though, fellas. It's 4-3 now. Prani with 5,607 damage. Oh, the Char only had one shot, maybe? Maybe only had one shot and missed or bounced. Oh my gosh. Now Prani's getting sandwiched. We've got the Scorpion. Scorpion needed to just push in and take him out. But he notices the JPZ is not paying attention, closes out the JPZ, essentially 2 shots. The Scorpion, oh, he misses! 4 kills, 6,679 damage. Largely off of 4 big hits that were a grand or more. A couple smaller hits. Got ourselves 4 kills. Scorpion takes a thump. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't found just an angle. Prani's coming in. Oh, he missed. Double miss. Maybe the Scorpion was shooting at someone behind. He might have been going after one of the guys back there. But that's it, fellas. I think old Raikiru, the Scorpion G, does find a way to kill our hero here. He's going to come storming around the corner. Out reloads. There's one of the big weaknesses of the 4005. Obviously, it's a long reload. If people know they're inside of it, they might take you down. But the Closeout King, guys, absolute monstrosity. Nicely done there. Prani keeping his team in the game by just essentially closing out high-tier tanks with single shots. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for sending that to me, Prani, and we will see ya.